Now, I fully appreciate the last time I started a vlog in a hotel room, not too different to this one, I was telling you all that I'd been through a breakup, which I think shocked everybody, to be honest. And I am in a hotel right now, but don't worry, it's all good vibes. We've not got that issue today. Back at the Intercontinental, which is the hotel that I stayed at, right next to the O2, when we went to see Nicki Minaj with Look Fantastic. So when Look Fantastic invited me to Justin Timberlake, I'll come because I'm really in my saying yes to everything era. I don't know if you've noticed, that's basically how I've lived the last year. So that cuts a very long story short of why I'm here. But anyways, less chatting. I'm literally sweating. We're gonna get ready together for Justin Timberlake. I'm gonna actually move the room around to get it like set up for like filming purposes. Also guys, you're not gonna believe what happened to me this morning. I literally came on my period for the first time in, honestly, I had like a little spotting around the time that I got my nose done about 4 years ago, but I've not had a period, like a bleed. Sorry, TMI, so random. What is wrong with me right now? I haven't had a bleed like this in literally 6-7 years because I take the mini pill where you take it continuously. But basically what's happened is I have been a bit slack with taking it at the same time, or I've like been missing a night and then taking it the next morning. And I think where I've done that a few times in the last couple of weeks, it has triggered my body to have a period. So hopefully it doesn't last long, but I do have period pains, and now I remember why I take the pill continuously and don't have periods. But do you know what? We'll pause the period chat there because we're going to talk about this on the pod soon, because I honestly feel like I need to not be on the pill anymore, but I don't know what else I'm going to do. It's always worked well for me. Okay, I have fully rearranged the room for the sake of filming. Okay guys and dolls, it's been a hot minute since I've been on this camera. God, I just love sitting in a get ready with me setup. Got the wine. Now that my vlogs go out on a Wednesday, maybe don't go and pour yourself a wine, maybe go and have a cup of tea instead. So I have got on my eyes right now the Nip and Fab Hydrate Extreme Jelly Eye Patches. Great, you can tell I've not done this in a while. They look like this. I always get asked what eye patches I have on, and this is them. I just want to quickly say, this is not an ad. Like, this vlog is just a complete random vlog, and this Get Ready With Me. Obviously, I'm here with Look Fantastic though. I've been a brand partner of theirs for years, and a lot of what I share, except for like the odd brand, is going to be available on Look Fantastic. So I'll link it all down below. AshaLF is my code. You all know that, so you can go and use it. I'm just here to drink wine and go and watch Justin Timberlake, to be honest. Right, let's get these off. Right, so I've ordered a Caesar salad because there is food in the box, but it's like picky food. Oh, it feels so weird not having music on when I'm getting ready, but I can't, obviously, for copyright purposes. So I've done my brows off camera. What I use is this NYX brow glue. It is the most amazing thing for brows. I don't know why I picked up 2 out of my drawer, but I did. I don't think I've ever loved anything this much for like, it's not like a crazy laminated look. There's still movement in your brows. I might add some, I've got like a NYX product afterwards, we'll see. And then the brow pencil that I'm using, obviously you guys know Makeup Revolution is my ride or die, but you know when I went to get my brows done at Brow HQ in Chester, they gave me like their own brow pencil. It's their skinny brow pencil, and guys, it's miles ahead any that I've ever used, and also it's the right shade for me. The Makeup Revolution ones that I buy, like when I went in to get my brows done by Ty, she was like, I think your brow products are a tiny bit too dark for you, like, whereas this goes with like my natural hair a lot more, so that's great. Now I'm gonna go in with, I just threw in a load of stuff. I don't actually know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm wearing, so that's that. But I'm gonna start with, my makeup's an absolute mess, guys. You know the drill by now. This is the Dolly Prep, the Doll Beauty Perfecting Primer. I'm so obsessed with this. I don't know if it's gonna focus. This is incredible. I prefer this to, you know, the red primer that everyone went crazy for. This Dolly Prep absolutely beats that. I am not having a great time with my skin, and obviously it's hormonal, right? Because I was just telling you about my whole period situation. Now that it's drying down, see that? Oh, the way your foundation sticks to that is an absolute dream. Honestly, Doll Beauty, whatever you've put in that formula is a joke. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit of my foundation, which I'll come back to when I'm actually doing my foundation. Just to prep my eye slightly. I don't like to carve out my brow or have like a stupidly heavy base, because it's just not really my makeup style, to be honest. I like everything to be quite soft. Even though it's more of a full glam, I do still like it to be really soft, but it just kind of, I've got like a lot of freckles on my eyelids and stuff, so it just kind of mutes those down a little bit. So I've got a spot here, which the redness is now starting to calm down on, so that's great. And then I've also got stuff going on my chin, around my nose, but I do feel like my diet hasn't been great. My sleep hasn't been great. I've only just started sleeping better after a few weeks. I'm still drinking loads of water, like I drink 3 litres a day, which is why I wee so much, as we all know. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like it's probably hormonal because of what's going on with my body right now. I'm gonna try and like give you some life updates whilst I'm doing this makeup, but I don't actually have Well, have I got much to update you on? I don't know. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Right, so for eyes, I'm going to use, this is my ride or die to the point where I look at the state of that. Look at the state on this Kylie palette. So PSA, if you didn't know this, they have actually just started stocking Kylie Cosmetics, Kylie Skin, Kylie Fragrance on Look Fantastic. Her new fragrance, I'm not sure on. It's very feminine, very girly for me. I have tried and tested it. This is the palette that I use. I've lost a pan here. It's like a goldy colour. Rest in peace. It is on the balcony in Portal Snooze. It happened when me and Chloe were away. But this palette, they do stock it on Look Fantastic. They've got like the mauvey purpley one in stock at the moment. This was out of stock the last time I checked, but we'll double check. It is my most used palette. It's so compact and so easy to carry around for your travels, and it's got all of the like warm neutral browns and nudes and some shimmers that you could possibly need. So I'm going to go with Snatched, which is just like my orangey crease shade here, which I use all of the time. And I'm just going to work that into the crease. So I'm literally just deepening the crease with that. Guys, I'm so messy with my own face. It used to be so different when I worked on clients. Obviously I did a lot of bridal, and I was, not that I'm not a perfectionist with my own face, but like when it's your own, like you just kind of throw it on. Like I think I could honestly do my makeup with my eyes closed because I know my face shape and what's going on with my face that well. I've obviously had a bit of a funny turn with surgery this year. I know I haven't really gone into crazy depth about it, but after I had my implants changed, this is just like a cleanish brush. It's a Doll Beauty one. It's not very clean though, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, after I had my implants changed, I became really ill. There's still some bits ongoing. It's literally like my body and just a reaction that it's had, but there's still some bits ongoing with that. So you would think that it would put me off surgery. You would think that. But don't forget I had surgery at 18. Like, it's not an uncommon thing to me. And then I've obviously had a rhinoplasty, and then I've since also had my implants changed from when I was 18 until obviously when I was 30. And I really, really, really want to get my blepharoplasty, can't even speak. And that is basically if you suffer with hooded eyes, which I do. It's very hereditary. My mother has them, my nana had them. They basically take away like the skin here and make your eyes more like a sunken in shape. When I used to work on clients who had like the dream socket and like the sunken in shape, I'd be like, wow, I wish my eyes were like yours. My plan was to potentially go and have that surgery next year, like have it done. I'd go to somebody that I've seen here in the UK. Obviously I only ever had surgery in the UK. I'm just gonna go in with this slightly darker shade here, which is called Take Notes, just with the same brush, and just go towards like the lid. Just more of a warm vibe. I'm not gonna put anything like too dark and chocolatey, because I want the brown eyeliner to stand out, like I said. It's genuinely something that I was like considering before all of this happened, with like getting over my breast implant change. I mean, I think I spoke in the breast surgery vlog. If you haven't watched that, and if you do have an interest, it's quite a good watch. I have actually spoke in that vlog about like it actually being a more complex procedure than what we initially thought. So yeah, it's been a lot getting over that, but I just feel like it would have been something I'd have gone ahead with maybe in the new year, like my eyes. Now I'm just a bit like apprehensive about it, obviously given everything that's happened, but it is still something that I'd absolutely love to do. Maybe I'll wait until like I'm a little bit older, maybe like late 30s. Oh my toe. Hello, how are you? I'm good. Can you come in? Yeah, of course you can. It's a bit crazy in here, just ignore that. Amazing, thank you. Thank you so much, take care.
Enjoy. See you.
He's a bit of alright, isn't he? Look at the size of this Caesar salad. He was like, I'll be very sad to see you go. I'm sure you will, darling, because I've dragged you up here 3 times, once for an extension lead, once for a glass of wine, and once for a Caesar salad. Well, thank God that didn't come when after I'd already done my base. So I got it all around my mouth. Anyways, back to it. Hello.
Hello.
You okay?
Yeah, you.
I'm good, babe, thank you.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Not nice, is it? Well, when you're done, I'll be probably at the O2 by then, so, but I'll message you anyway.
Okay. Yeah, just
Although, if I remember rightly, I think the signal's really bad because the Wi-Fi wasn't working in the box, but hopefully it is this time. Just real quick on what just happened there while I was chatting away. I just did my eyeliner with this absolutely the best brown eyeliner in the world. The Fenty Beauty, it's called Big Truffle, I think the shade. I got that right. In Big Truffle. shade 02. She basically does a black and a brown. It's the only brown eyeliner, like liquid liner in the world that actually stays brown and doesn't dry down like a really dark brown black. So if you're in the market for a new brown eyeliner, please get that one. That doesn't look right, so that needs moving. So these lashes I buy from Amazon, and I'll put a link to my Amazon storefront down below. Anything random you ever see me with, bumpers, car seat, random shit like that, is normally from Amazon. They're the nicest like 3/4 lashes, and they're so good, and I just bulk buy them, and they last like probably like 5 times a strip. So the guy that just called me on the podcast, you're going to hear the full story of our first date, so I'll save that for the pod. But that's a guy that I've actually been on a couple of dates with, which is very exciting. And guys, allow me to be excited, because I have been single for a year, nearly a year and a half, which is actually wild, right? Like, how the hell has that gone that quick? But what I will say is this: what I've done a lot previously is, like, a couple of months down the line, started chatting to people, blah blah blah. I am not in a situation where I can afford any more fuck ups in life when it comes to my relationships. I have friends who are getting married, who are having babies, who are doing amazing things together, and yes, there's so much else in the world to celebrate, like work, family things, like personal achievements. I get that, I'm on board with that. I can't afford another fuck up in life when it comes to a relationship, because I've had my fair few, as we all know. And that doesn't come down to, I mean, it comes down to the fact that I've been through the shit, obviously, and you know, people have put me through shit, and that's that. But do you know what? Life is life, and the cards you were dealt are just the cards you were dealt. However, what my last breakup taught me is that maybe my judgment in men is not great. So I kind of needed to go back to the drawing board of like unwiring everything I thought value-wise that I wanted in a person was a thing. And I had to go back to the drawing board. Okay, what am I actually looking for in someone? And it's taken me a year and a half nearly to even want to pursue something's the wrong word, go on a date with somebody. Like, it's so early days, like going on a date, I can't even tell you I've not had the confidence to do for over a year. Not that I've been asked, but I've not entertained anything to a point where somebody would ask me until now. So it's hard. Like, being single at this age has so many different avenues as to why it's difficult. But I had a really huge knock in my confidence, like when it come to dating and like my love life and stuff like that. And everything in my life is so amazing. Like my work, like the podcast is so successful. Like mine and Megan's friendship is one of the best things that's happened to me in recent years. And like obviously all of my older friendships that I've been friends with forever. Family life is great. Like everything is so great. Like I've done so many amazing things this year. Like Maldives, I bought myself my dream watch for my 30th. I bought myself my dream car for my 30th. Like I've done some really amazing things in other ways. I'm so happy alone. I'm so happy alone. Like I couldn't be more content because of where I'm at mentally. But that doesn't take away the fact that yes, I absolutely do wish I had somebody to share certain experiences with and do like coupley things with, and like everything that like my friends are experiencing now with like their significant other, they're gonna have all these memories to look back on, and I just wish I was creating those memories with somebody. But the problem that I've had in the past is that where I've wanted a relationship so badly, I've kind of got myself into the wrong relationships. So it's been a huge learning curve, and I feel like as a 30-year-old woman going into something new, I really don't think I could be more sure of what I want, and that's a really good place to be. Like being okay if something happens and okay if something doesn't is a really good place to be. So that's currently where I'm at, and I really needed to make sure that somebody had like values on like a deep level that aligned with mine, with like kindness and how much they give and like their selflessness, because as we all know, I've definitely overplayed my part in that before, because I give so much to people, and I think it's about time I started freaking accepting it. So that's that. Anyways, moving on to base, I'm going to be using the best foundation in the world. There is no other foundation for me than this. This is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I just want to say real quick about NARS. They are the GOAT in creating base products. Tinted moisturiser with SPF in, a summer favourite. The Light Reflecting Foundation, which is the latest in their actual foundation family, incredible. And also Natural Radiant Longwear was a huge favourite amongst my clients because it lasts so long. This is a lot more of a dewy finish than Natural Radiant Longwear, but it's great if you like a skin finish like mine. It's dewy, you can kind of matte it down a little bit with a powder, but I love exactly what this foundation is. It reflects light, it does exactly that, it's glowy, and it kind of still allows some of my freckles to shine through, which is great for a foundation, and not something that you can buy a lot. Anyway, I've got two shades here. I've got Tahoe and Aruba. Tahoe is like my dark shade for when I am brown, like when I was in the Maldives, for example, and I soaked up the sun like no other. However, it's my right undertone, like that's my correct undertone. Aruba is a bit lighter, however it's not my right undertone. It's very, very warm, but I'm just going to mix the two. So let's whack on this foundation. I'm so obsessed at the minute with the Doll Beauty foundation and concealer brushes. If you don't have these, then you need to. They're so like quick and easy for like spreading liquid product. Anyway, I'm just going to whack this all over. I just get it all blended in. It's going to look super dark probably because, like I say, right now neither of these are my shade, but by the time I've got my concealer on, it doesn't look that bad. And also, I'm just one of those people, like if you're a freckly person, you'll know that if your face is freckly, it's not as brown as like your neck and the rest of your body because the freckles kind of take over instead of you actually catching any colour. I feel like anybody that uses the NARS, again, it's a NARS based product, it always is. Anyone that uses the NARS creamy concealer, you know, the one in the twisty applicator thing, switch. You need to switch, that's all I'm going to say. This is the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and I just kind of picked it up a few months ago. Look how much I'm loving it. This in comparison, it's basically dipped, it's basically hit pan in the middle. This in comparison to the creamy concealer is just a joke when it comes to coverage. And I still use creamy concealer like in the daytime and stuff, but if you're doing like an evening coverage, or I know that people do like a heavy concealer, please try this. Like, well, just watch this now, it's so insane. So just pick a tiny bit up on the Doll Beauty brush. I've not even barely drank my wine, so I don't know why I'm slurring my words. This brush is a joke, look at this now. And for some reason I've started taking my concealer like over my nose just to like brighten that area as well. I don't know why I started doing it, but I really like it, so I kept doing it. And I just kind of work this in, go right up to my under eye, obviously following along the line of the eyeliner that I've just done, obviously where I want it to be super bright, and then I'll blend it downwards. So I just kind of let that dry down, and whilst that is drying down before I go in with the Beauty Blender, I then take my waterline colour. Now, if you've been here a while, this has not changed. It's still, where is it? No, there's no way I've left without that. I don't believe anybody. But where is it? Why is it not with my pencils? No, guys, I actually think I've forgotten the one product I was just gonna say is like my OG. It's there, MAC Teddy. Wow, it confused me because I've got a different end on it to what I normally would. So this is MAC Teddy liner. It's the most dark, rich, chocolatey brown kohl waterline liner. It's so like sultry, but it does have a slight reflex in it. I kind of just go up into my lash line just to meet where the strip lash starts, pretty much. I can take this Cordalis spray. We'll come back to that at the end when I use it as a setting. I'm just going to wet my Beauty Blender, go over that concealer, which now would have thickened up even more where I've left it to dry down. And just this concealer speaks for itself. Like, I cannot even describe to you how insane it is. It's so good. I use shade Custard, the same shade that I use in the creamy concealer, the one that's in like the tube. Guys, I'm actually so looking forward to tonight. One of my favourite ever songs, let alone just favourite ever Justin Timberlake song, is Mirror. I just feel like everyone in this hotel right now is going to see Justin Timberlake tonight. There was like couples checking in, there was like groups of people checking in. It's busy. It's busy. It's a huge hotel, and as it bloody should be, because like if you're not from the area and you need somewhere to stay at the O2, then literally there's a tunnel that connects from reception to the O2 and you just walk inside for it. It's actually wild, but it's so good. When I saw it when we were here for Nicki Minaj, I was like, what a great concept. Okay, I'm feeling like the base looks good. It looks good. So at this point, I'm going to go in with the Kylie palette again. My forehead's really textured at the minute. I need to order some more Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads. Great for textured, bumpy blemishes on your forehead. And I've run out and it shows. Going back in with the palette, I'm just going to take the slightly warmer, darker shade that I used before and like a thinner brush. This brush set, I'm just going to show you how many brushes I have from this set right now. You're going to see a few of them when I do my base in a second. This is the Makeup by Ariel full brush set from Look Fantastic. I bought two Morphe, so they're really reasonable because it's Makeup by Ariel x Morphe. I'm literally obsessed with them. You need these brushes and they clean so nicely with ISO Clean as well. I really like to darken my under eye. I know that's not for everybody. I feel like clean under eye is just everywhere at the minute. I mean, I just like smoky, smouldering eyes, and I probably always will. I just like it smudgy. I don't like it to be anything crazy. And then I'm going to take some setting powder. So I use this Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake Easy Bake Powder. They don't sell Huda Beauty on Look Fantastic. Did you just see how much I just poured out? Anyways, this is the pinky shade. They don't sell it on Look Fantastic. They sell it in Boots. It's everywhere in the air right now. Pink powder, wouldn't really say was my thing until I tried it, because I'm very banana-y. I'm very like yellow undertoned. but I'm obsessed with this. This is like my third one of these. I think they make it now without a fragrance as well, because this is the one with the fragrance in. So where I've just applied that eyeshadow, I'm just going to set my under eye with this Huda Beauty powder as well as some other areas in a second. I like to start here because I press the product there, and then with this fluffy blending brush I meet the bit of the eyeshadow that I've just done and just make sure that it's really, really blended out. I do like to use like these things as well. This is the Grwm Cosmetics one. But I just feel like I prefer to fluff my baking powder, if that's what you want to call it, setting powder. I do love this Hourglass one as well. I've got the mini one to take in my bag with me. I love that. I do love the By Terry one too, but the flashback in that is actually really bad, you know, guys. For such an expensive product, it's really, really white in pictures. I'm just also going to set like my T-zone areas and any greasy areas. So for me, that's the side of my nose, my chin, and also right between my brows here. Oh, I just love watching a powder matte down foundation. And the great thing about this NARS Light Reflecting Foundation that I'm wearing is, even though right now it probably looks quite matte because I've just done it, as soon as this powder soaks into that foundation, it holds it in place, but it still allows like the dewiness to come through. It's honestly such a good combination, this. Moving on to bronzer, I'm going to use the Doll Beauty Gimme Sun in shade Dark. I don't know what gives you the impression that I love this bronzer. I'm obsessed with it. This is the big fluffy brush by the Makeup by Ariel X Morphe range. And I love this for like warming up the face. And then we're going to go in with something a little bit darker for a bit more of a contour vibe. But I just do this sort of in all of the usual contour areas, but treat it as like a bronzer. Those spots, honestly, they're sore as well, you know, like when they're under the skin and they're sore. I feel like they're not even picking up on camera, but they are there, guys. They are there. This Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer, which is in shade Mahogany. It's a lot darker, as you can see. And I just take a much more tapered bronzer brush, which looks like this, and just on the very edges pick up the product. Just ordered a new one of these. It's like a brand new one because I've just gone through the last one. I always like use the mirrors, guys, on my compacts to like tap off any excess instead of blowing. It's a lot more hygienic. And then I literally dump and blend right just where my ear meets my face, just to give that really bit of depth. I'll do my mascara first. Oh, the mascara, I didn't talk about that earlier because I was distracted, but I've been loving this. You guys know MAC Extended Play Lash Giga Black Lash in the blue tube is my number one. My foundation lips are literally giving me the ick. Hey lovely, I felt as though I had to turn to you for makeup advice and any good recommendations, ... I've just seen a message come in. Well girl, you'll be watching this vlog in a couple of days. There we go. Mascaras, yes, the MAC one is my ride or die. It always will be. The brush, the formula, everything. The waterproofness, that's the most waterproof mascara in the world. If you are getting married, if you have an occasion where you're going to cry, if you're going to watch It Ends With Us in the cinema, I'm yet to do that, but I will probably wear that mascara because it's the most waterproof mascara in the world. However, I've been loving this. This is a bit more affordable. L'Oreal Paris Panorama Volume Million Lashes. I feel like they brought this out in a burgundy and everyone went crazy for it. So if you've been a lover of this mascara, then I'm now officially with you. I really, really like it. I got it in PR and I love it. This is just black. So what I do is I just brush over my strips and my naturals just to like, one, blend them in, and two, get rid of any like powder excess. And then I do love bottom lash mascara. Next up, my face is looking flat, so we need to add some life into it. Blusher, blusher, blusher. Doll Beauty, I'm going to use Takes Two to Mango, I believe. So pigmented. The Doll Beauty blushes are just the best. So, so pigmented. So I just kind of take this on my upper cheek. Again, this is going to look crazy until my lips on and everything. And I just kind of like brush it into my temples as well. I really like everything to blend in. And again, take a little bit over my nose and a little bit on my upper lip. Another Unreal Doll Beauty product. I'm a Doll Beauty stan. Don't forget, they're a Chester brand, very close to home. And I love them and I've loved their stuff forever. This is something I've spoke on Instagram about and honestly everybody needs it. Please, please focus. Look at this. Like that meme, that TikTok. You all need this. So this is called Glow Getters. It's pretty much a blusher, but it's a blusher with a reflect in it. So I'm just going to use this as like a blush topper. This is in shade Vacation and I'm going to go back in with that same brush, brush it over. And it's kind of like a way of adding highlight to the cheek without it being in like that stripe motion, you know, like how we all used to love it. So I'm just going to go in on top of the blush that I've just popped on. I don't know if you can see, but it just has such a nice reflex in it and stops your face from looking so, so flat. This would be absolutely fine on its own. It's really nice without highlighter, but I'm a glowy girl and I love my highlighter, as we know. So I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown highlighting powder. This is in shade Pink Glow. Not sure why it's called that because I don't think it's that pink at all. I feel like it's quite goldeny. Why do I feel like I didn't put my highlighter brush in? I haven't seen it, which is concerning. Kind of mix like this, like a multi-shade thing, kind of mix it together. This is such a nice highlighter, by the way. I'm just obsessed with it. It's not like shimmery on the skin. It just looks like a melted vibe, which is really, really nice. I like to do my top lip here, which basically looks like I've just got a sweaty top lip, which isn't too far from the truth right now because it's bloody boiling in London. And then I like to do my nose, and then, like I said, you don't have to go over that blush with a highlighter because it is nice on its own, but I like to shine from space because of who I am as a person. So I'm just gonna pop a bit here as well. The way I look with and without makeup, they're literally like two different people. But you know what, I'm okay with that because it's art at the end of the day, you know? This NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen, and it's like a felt tip. I do just like to go over because it just adds, I like my brows to be like three-dimensional, I guess. And where this just adds in the slight, I use shade Espresso, by the way. This just adds in the slight darker hair strokes. They look like they're really bushy naturally, which honestly a girl can only dream, but it does the job for now, you know? My brows have come a long way. My dream lip combination is liner. Lip liners is the thing I switch up most. So I love the Doll Beauty lip liners to the point where I've got 3 here. They're insane. My favourite is Boy Bye for Everyday because it's really true to tone for my lip. And then Diva Forever, which I don't seem to have picked up. So what I'm going to do is go in with, I've got 2 MAC ones here. I've got Strip Down. No, I haven't. I'm lying. I've got Cork. And I've also got Chestnut. Chestnut is so dark. I didn't realise how dark it was until it arrived. So that's Chestnut at the top and Cork at the bottom. So I'm going to use Cork because that's one of my ride or dies, one of my favourites. Honestly, you know, MAC is just good for like certain things, and lip liners is one of those things. I'm just going to give it a bit of a sharpen though because I don't know on what night out that's been with me, but that looks horrific. I don't really overline my lips. I just follow like the shade that's already there. Looking very wild, very, very wild, but we're gonna do a bit of blending in a second. So lipstick, MAC Cream Cut, MAC Cork and MAC Cream Cut with the lip topper lip gloss that I'm gonna show you afterwards is just the best combination. I always get asked what I'm wearing on my lips when I'm wearing this. It's normally like my evening look. So Cream Cut by MAC is, sorry, look at how much of that lipstick I haven't got left. Like look how small that is. When do you ever see a lipstick? Like we always lose them before that point, right? Am I wrong? So this is very pink, let me just show you. I'll just swipe it on real quick. See how pinky that is? Wow, that's a lot of product. So Yash by MAC, one of my favourite neutral nudes ever. This is basically a similar consistency, similar texture, but it's very pink in comparison to Yash. This is just a little fluffy blending brush I like to use. I mean, I'll just use my finger as well, to be honest. It used to be something I'd reach for my brides quite a lot because it's a really nice wedding day colour. When I say lip toppers, I mean lip glosses, but I don't know why I call them that. I think because of the kind of glosses I go for. So for example, Fenty Beauty in shade Sweet Mouth, they discontinued Diamond Milk, which was a crime to everybody. But this is the next best shade when it comes to Fenty. And also Kiko in shade 03 is really nice. Now the reason why I call them toppers is because they are like a thin, not thin gloss in consistency, but thin gloss in colour payoff. So they're not like a huge colour gloss, they're more like a sheer with a reflect in. 2 really, really nice ones, but I'm just going to go with Fenty tonight because this is my all-time favourite lip combo, so I might as well show it you as a full set. This lip gloss, it speaks for itself, guys. It's a joke, and it stays like this all night. Fenty stuff, yes, it's spenny. Is it spenny? I don't know. I don't even know what is classed as spenny in the makeup world anymore, but if you're talking in comparison to like obviously high street brands, then yeah, it is on the more expensive side. But my god, Rihanna is really onto something with that brand. I've been a stan since day one, and she really fucking knows her shit. She really knows what she's doing. So the Fenty Skin Tint, one of my favourite things ever for summer daytime. It's just incredible, or just daytime all year round, to be honest. So good. And the lip glosses and the cream products, that the brand is so good. But yeah, this is my favourite shade in lip gloss. It's Sweet Mouth. Draw my beauty spots with, oh, my mother. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, okay. You've been to the gym.
I've been in the gym. You should be able to turn that function off though, shouldn't you?
I know, but I'll just leave it on. I prefer the safety features. Oh, right, is that where they live, West Wales?
No, they live in China.
So why are they in West Wales? Oh god, honestly, it's all going on. Right. I just used the Makeup Revolution, the darker brow pencil, to go over my beauty spots. I've got one there, one there, one there, and I like them to be on show, and the foundation covers them. And then the Caudalie Beauty Elixir, honestly my 100th 100th bottle of this. It's a joke. It's the best. I use this during skincare. After I've finished my skincare, I use it before makeup, I use it after makeup, I use it to wet my beauty blender, as you saw. It's just so good. It has an almost minty smell to it. And I feel like it's a hidden gem. I feel like drop whatever setting spray you're using and start using this one, because honestly, it's so good. It's so good. I don't know what I'm doing with my hair because I don't know what I'm wearing. We've got to meet downstairs in 45 minutes. And this is the situation. My hair's getting so long, guys, look. Can you actually cope? I don't know if to leave it down, but then I just feel like concert vibes. I do like it to be off my face. Also, I feel like everyone's wearing trainers and I'm wearing heels. The thing is, when we went to Nicki Minaj, I was in a boot and everyone was in heels. So I thought I'd wear heels this time. And the firm was like, yeah, I'm just bringing jeans and trainers. But your gal hasn't dressed up in a while, so fuck it. I'm just gonna go with the flow. That's not the word to say. Oh, that looks nice. Anyway, quick outfit of the day. Lioness official, ASOS boy shorts. There's a lot going on. Feeling very overstimulated right now.
I my big brother.
Cameras everywhere. I'm going to switch to the other camera and show you the full outfit in the mirror. Shorts are ASOS design, top is Lioness official. These heels I got on the Zara sale. They're my new obsession because they're mesh, but they're very similar to my skin colour, so they just make your legs look really long. And then I just did my hair like this because I wanted it off my face, but not. Basically the same way I always do my hair. No different. But we need to go. I've got my brown Burberry bag. We need to go because we're a bit late. Hello. I'm home if you didn't notice. I didn't actually vlog at the concert, but then I thought, well, you've already seen the Look Fantastic box in the Nicki Minaj vlog, and also I just get copyrighted for the sake of Justin Timberlake's tunes being in the background, so it's already a long enough video anyway, with it being a whole get ready with me. So I thought I'd just end it here, because then it really is like a full-on old school video, because it was just a full get ready with me, which, do you know what? I bloody love sitting down and filming that, so I must remember to do more of these. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed it. I will try and link everything that I can down below. Like I said, if there's a discount code for anything, I will pop it down there, like my Look Fantastic one and everything, but you all know what it is anyway. Anyways, next week will be an actual vlog, like vlog, because I'm heading down to Cardiff tomorrow, actually, to South Wales, so I'm going to vlog the few days that I'm there, and then maybe vlog like a bit of the weekend when I get back as well. So for now, I love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you like this style video, because it's a little bit different to vlogs every now and then. Bye!